Good morning. We'll wait for a few minutes, then we'll start. ଗୋଟେ ଦି ମିନିଟ୍ ୱେଟ୍ କରିକି ତାପରେ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବା। Okay, we'll start now. କାଲିଠୁ ଆମେ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଥିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ପେପର ଜେନେରାଲ ଇଂଲିଶ। ପେପର ନାଁ ହେଉଛି ଜେନେରାଲ ଇଂଲିଶ। କାଲି ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିଥିଲେ ସିଲାବସ କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ଅଛି, ଆମେ କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ପଢିବା, କେତେଟା ଚାପ୍ଟର ଅଛି। We did not study anything. କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଅଛି, କେତେଟା ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଅଛି ଆମର ସିଲାବସରେ ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସ କରିଥିଲେ। ଟୋଟାଲ 6ଟା ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଅଛି। ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୟୁନିଟ୍ରେ ଆମେ ଆଜି ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବା ଭୋକାବୁଲାରି ବିଲ୍ଡିଂ, ୱାର୍ଡ ଫର୍ମେସନ। ଗୋଟେ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ କେମିତି ୱାର୍ଡ ଫର୍ମେସନ ହୁଏ, what are the techniques of word formation, what are the different types of word formation, word କେମିତି ଆସେ ଗୋଟେ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ, ଶବ୍ଦ କେମିତି ଆସେ। we'll study in unit 1 different techniques, what is synonyms, what is antonyms, what is abbreviation. We'll discuss all these things in unit 1. Unit 2, writing skill. When you are writing, how you structure the sentence, what are the, how you pick up the words, କେମିତି ଶବ୍ଦ ଗଠନ କରିବ, କେମିତି ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଗଠନ କରିବ, ରାଇଟିଂ କେମିତି କରିବ, ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଟାଇପ୍ସର ରାଇଟିଂ ପାଇଁ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଟାଇପ୍ର ରିକ୍ୱାରମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି। ତ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଜଣକୁ ନୋଟ୍ସ ଦଉଛ, ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ୍ସ ଦଉଛ, ରିପ୍ଲାଏ ଦଉଛ, କିନ୍ତୁ କ'ଣ କରିବ, କିମ୍ବା ଜଣକୁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛ, କ'ଣ କରିବ, ଏମିତି ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ରାଇଟିଂ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଅଛି। We learn in unit 2. In unit 3, we'll find out the standard error, the common error which is we are making in writing. So what is the common error? Sometimes we do a spelling mistake, sometimes we do grammatical mistake, and we pick up the wrong word. So this type of common error we'll see in unit 3. Unit 4, there are different writing, sensible writing. What are the nature and style of different writing? Introduction to writing. Suppose you are writing a conclusion, writing a introduction. तर କେମିତି ରାଇଟିଂ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ହବ, କେମିତି ରାଇଟିଂ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡାର୍ଡ ହବ। ତମେ ତୁମକୁ କିଛି ସମୟ ପୂର୍ବରୁ କହୁଥିଲି, ତମେ ଯଦି ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛ ଗୋଟେ, କିମ୍ବା ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ୍ସ ଦଉଛ, କିମ୍ବା ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ରିପ୍ଲାଏ କରୁଛ, ସବୁ ଗୁଡାକର ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ରାଇଟିଂ ସ୍କିଲ୍, ରାଇଟିଂ ଷ୍ଟାଇଲ, ରାଇଟିଂ ପାଟର୍ନ ସବୁଟା ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ହବ। ସେଇ ଅନୁସାରେ ତମେ କେମିତି ୱାର୍ଡ ପିକଅପ୍ କରିବ, ତାର ନେଚର କଣ, ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ରାଇଟିଂ ଷ୍ଟାଇଲର ନେଚର କଣ, ସେନ୍ସିବଲ ରାଇଟିଂ କେମିତି କରିବ, ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଦୁଃଖ ପ୍ରକାଶ କରୁଛ, ଗୋଟେ ଏସେ ରାଇଟ୍ କରୁଛ, ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ରିପ୍ଲାଏ କରୁଛ, ସବୁ ଗୁଡା ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ପ୍ରକାର ରାଇଟିଂ। ଏଟା ହଉଛି ୟୁନିଟ୍ 4 ରେ ଆମେ ପଢିବା। ୟୁନିଟ୍ 5 and 6 ଇଜ ଓରାଲ କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ। ଓରାଲ କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ ରେ ତମର ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ଅଛି। ୱାର୍କ ପ୍ଲେସ ରେ କେମିତି କମ୍ୟୁନିକେଟ କରୁଛ, ଘରେ କେମିତି କମ୍ୟୁନିକେଟ କରୁଛ, ଅଫିସ ରେ କେମିତି କମ୍ୟୁନିକେଟ କରୁଛ, ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁଜ, ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ, ସବୁ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଟାଇପ ର କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ ଅଛି। ସେଗୁଡା ଆମେ ପଢିବା ୟୁନିଟ୍ 5 and 6। Like that, you have 6 units. 6 unit in this course. So we'll start from Unit 1. Unit 1, I was telling the word formation, vocabulary building. What is the word? ଶବ୍ଦ। ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ନୂଆ ଏଥିରେ କଥା କହି ଶିଖିଲ, ତମେ କଣ ଗ୍ରାମାର ଆଗେ ଶିଖିଲ, କିମ୍ବା ତମକୁ କଣ ପାଷ୍ଟ ଟେନ୍ସ, ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ଟେନ୍ସ, ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ଟେନ୍ସ, ସେଗୁଡା ସବୁ ଆଗେ ଶିଖୁଛ। ତମେ ଶବ୍ଦ ଶିଖିଲ, ତମେ ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁକରଣ କଲ, ଦେଖିଲ କେମିତି ଶିଖୁଛନ୍ତି, କେମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି, ତମେ ସେଇଟା ଶିଖିଦେଲ, କଥା କହିଦେଲ, ତମର ଶୀଘ୍ର ହେଇଗଲା। ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ଶିକ୍ଷାର ବେଷ୍ଟ ଜିନିଷ ହଉଛି ଶବ୍ଦ, vocabulary. You can control over the things. ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଇଂଲିଶରେ ଗୋଟେ କଥା କହୁଛ, why you are fumbling, why you are not express, because you don't know the right words. You are not able to collect the words. So word building is one important thing. Vocabulary building, word formation, how you form a word in language. One thing is there are different words formed in the language. You take any language, there are different words. For everything there is a word. And those words came to that language through different ways, different means. So we'll study those ways. Another thing is, you as a speaker, you need to know a lot of vocabulary, a lot of words, so that you can use that in your communication. ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଶବ୍ଦ ଜାଣିଯାଅ, ତମେ କଣ କହିବ, କଣ ନ କହିବ, କେମିତି ଜାଣିବ? ତମେ ତେଣୁ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଶବ୍ଦର ଜାଣିବାର ଅଛି। ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ୱାର୍ଡ तुमको आगु आगे आगे ଦେଖେଇବି, ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦେଖେଇବି, ପଢେଇବି। ସପୋଜ ଗୋଟେ ଶବ୍ଦ ତମେ ମନେ ରଖିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ, you relate to that person. Suppose greedy, greedy, greedy ମାନେ କଣ? ଲୋଭୀ। ତମେ ଯଦି ଏଇଟା ମନେ ରଖିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ, ନୋଟ ମେମୋରାଇଜ, ଘୋଷିବାର ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ଗ୍ରିଡି ମ୍ୟାନ ଲୋଭୀ, ଗ୍ରିଡି ମ୍ୟାନ ଲୋଭୀ, ଏମିତି ଘୋଷିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ତମେ ରିଲେଟ କର, ତମର ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡ ପ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟସ କିମ୍ବା ତମର ଅଙ୍କଲ କିମ୍ବା ତମର ଅଙ୍କଲଙ୍କ ବେଟା କିଏ ଜଣେ ଥିବେ ଗ୍ରିଡି, କିଏ ଜଣେ ଲୋଭୀ ଥିବେ, ଇଜ ଏ ଗ୍ରିଡି ମ୍ୟାନ, ତମେ ତା ସହିତ ରିଲେଟ କର। Then whenever you find that word, you can remember that person, and you don't need to remember the meaning of that word greedy, because you relate that person, that word to a person, and you remember that person. Always, whenever you find that word or you want to use something, you use the word greedy. So, this is one example I have given how you remember the word. Similarly, whenever you want to remember a word, you try to relate it to the real time situation, or someone, some person, something, some object. So you can remind that, you can remember that object, and you can remember that word in that way, the best way. So word formation ଆମେ କଣ ଅଛି, ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ପ୍ରିଫିକ୍ସ ସଫିକ୍ସ, ଗୋଟେ ରୁଟ୍ ଅଛି, ରୁଟ୍ ମୂଳ ଶବ୍ଦ ଯୋଉଟା ମୂଳରୁ ଆସିଛି ତା ଆଗରୁ ପ୍ରିଫିକ୍ସ ଲାଗିପାରେ, ସଫିକ୍ସ ଲାଗିପାରେ। ପ୍ରିଫିକ୍ସ ସଫିକ୍ସକୁ ମିଶେଇ କଣ କହନ୍ତି, ଆଫିକ୍ସ। ଇଟ୍ କୁଡ୍ ବି ପ୍ରିଫିକ୍ସ, ଯୋଉଟା ଶବ୍ଦର ପ୍ରଥମରେ ଲାଗିଛି ସେଟା ପ୍ରିଫିକ୍ସ, ଯୋଉଟା ଶବ୍ଦର ପରେ ଲାଗିଛି ସେଟା ସଫିକ୍ସ। ସପୋଜ ଗୋଟେ ୱାର୍ଡ ଅଛି ହାପି, ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆମେ ୟୁଏନ୍ ଲଗେଇଦେଲେ, ଅନହାପି ହେଇଗଲା, ତାର ମିନିଂ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଗଲା। ଦିସ୍ ନୋନ୍ ଆଜ୍ ଡେରିଭେସନ, affixation. Derivation is one technique of word formation. କେତେଟା ୱାର୍ଡରେ ମୂଳରୁ ଲାଗିଗଲେ different meaning ହେଇଯାଉଛି। Write, rewrite, happy, unhappy, fortunate, unfortunate, ସେଭଳିଆ UN ଲାଗିଯାଉଛି। Derivation involves adding prefix or suffix to a base word to a to create a new word। ଗୋଟେ base word, ଗୋଟେ root word ଅଛି, ତା ଭିତରେ prefix କି suffix ଲାଗିଗଲେ ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ word create ହେଇଯାଉଛି। It has a different meaning or a different function, different grammatical function. Write, rewrite. It is not different meaning but different function. Happy, unhappy, it has a different meaning. Pleasant, unpleasant. Necessary, unnecessary. Like that. You have different meaning or different function. And you change the word, the original word, the root word, by adding prefix or suffix. That is called derivation. This is one technique how the word is. The next technique is compounding. First technique is derivation. Second technique is listen compounding. Compounding means there are two words. If you join them together, and that will create a new word. So you compound them. Like flower has a meaning, sun has a meaning. You combine them, sunflower. Sunflower has a different meaning. Sunflower is a flower name. And this is a different word came to that language because of compounding two words, sun and flower. Similarly, book self. Book is having different meaning, self is having different. If you combine that, you compound that, book plus self is book self. It's created a different meaning, different word, book self. Similarly, sunflower. This is one technique of word formation, compounding. First one is derivation, second one is compounding. Another technique is blending. Blending means similarly you have to join two words, but you have to make some change in the two words. You blend the two words. Blending involves combining part of two words. ନାଇଁ ଦିଟା ୱାର୍ଡ କୁ ତମେ ଜଏନ୍ କରୁଛ କିନ୍ତୁ ପୁରା ଜଏନ୍ କରୁନ, କିଛି କିଛି ପାର୍ଟ ତାକୁ କିଛି modification କରୁଛ, and it is created a new word. The new word often retain the meaning of both the original word. Suppose breakfast, I mean breakfast has the meaning breakfast as a word, and lunch has the meaning lunch as a word. Breakfast for plus lunch, we make it brunch. Brunch. Suppose you have a late breakfast, you skip the lunch, then it is called as brunch. This is a new word created in the language. Breakfast plus lunch is brunch. This is called blending. You blend breakfast, you blend lunch, and you got a new word branch. This is one technique how words are formed. Derivative, compounding, blending. Another word is clipping. Another technique is clipping. What is clipping? Clipping means when you cut down the words, you you don't say the complete words. Clipping is the process of shortening the word by removing one or more syllabic. ତୁମେ କିଛି ୱାର୍ଡର କିଛି ପୋର୍ସନ ତମେ କହୁନ କିମ୍ବା କହୁନ this shorten uh, often become more commonly used than the original. Suppose advertisement. You have not listened people saying advertisement. Ad. People saying ad. Ad asla. Ad ରେ ଯିବା ରୋଷେଇ କରିବା. ତାମାନେ କଣ break advertisement. You use the short form of advertisement. That is clipping. This is a technique of word formation. Clipping. Whereas you don't pronounce the complete word, you remove some part of the word and make a short form. Advertisement. Ad. Acronyms and initializing. Acronym sometimes acronyms use हुए हमारा ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ word create ହେଇଯାଏ. Suppose NASA. NASA stands for National Aeronautics Space Administration. We all know NASA has a full form, but NASA is itself is a word. Similarly, ISRO. ISRO has a full form. We all know ISRO. If you write down, it is a complete. No one says complete name. So ISRO is another word. NASA. ATM. You are not saying ATM full word. Automated teller machine. You are saying ATM. Let's go ATM. I use ATM. FBI, RBI. These are acronym. These are created a new word through acronym. Sometimes you borrow a word and loan a word from a different language and implement a new word in your language. Borrowing. This technique is known as borrowing. Borrowing ମାନେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ରୁ ଗୋଟେ ଶବ୍ଦ ଆଣିକି ତମ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ରେ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରିବା. Suppose cafe. Cafe is used in English as an English word, but it is actually from a French language. It is a French word. Cafe. Tea cafe, cafe day, it's a French word. Piano. Piano is not English. We use that piano as English, but it's not English. It is an Italian word. So most of the time you see sometimes words from French, Italy, Germany, those are used in English language. Sometimes you see the words. So these are known as borrowing. This is one technique how the words are formed. Borrowing. Borrowed from different language, different country. There is another technique. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia means buzz, hiss, bang. Like there are some used for sound. There are some words you write when you understand some sound. Suppose you are expressing some sound, so you write something buzz, B-U-Z-Z, hiss, Hiss. Bang, B-A-N-G, banged at door. That means he created a sound at door. But you write bang. So this is onomatopoeia. Another technique is duplication, reduplication. You say the word repeatedly. Bye bye, tick tock, flip flop. You duplicate that word. Bye is one word. If you say bye bye, if you say flip flop, tick tock, there are different meaning. You create new words by using this method, duplication. Another method is coinage. What is coinage? Coinage is something you create a new word in the language. The word is not there, but usage is there. People start using it. Suppose Google. You say, let's Google. Let's Google it for to know more. तमने you use search for Google. तमे Google टा गोटे word भला use करछो. This is not in English dictionary. Google बहुत कम दिन आछे. But this is a new word now used in English. And look at the usage. This is coinage. There are some words like this implemented in the language based on their usage. So these are different techniques, different methods, how the words are created. Derivation is first thing, is important thing. Derivation, compounding, blending, clipping. These are important things. Then we learned acronym, borrowing, how you borrow word from different language. This is the way, this is the method. There are words created in the language. You take any word, there will be a root and suffix and prefix. Suffix prefix is there in your syllabus in this unit. So there are two techniques we read using suffix and prefix. One is derivation, one is compounding. Derivation is main thing where you will join before word or after word un, re, ly, like, likely. So there are two different meaning, two different words. Compounding where you join two words, where you combine two words and create a new word. That is compounding. Blending is to blend part of the word and create a new word. You actually join two words, but you blend it, you cut down some portion of the original word, then you create the third word. That is breakfast plus lunch is equal to brunch. I gave one example. Clipping is you are not pronouncing full word. You are giving the short form of this. Advertisement like ad. You started saying ad, not advertisement. So that is clipping. Acronyms when you are using short form like ATM, FBI, NASA, ISRO, like that. You are creating new word by using their acronyms. NASA. We all know the full form of NASA. NASA को कौन କୁହାଯାଏ? NASA ର full form କଣ? ISRO ର ସେମିତି full form କଣ? ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି। କିନ୍ତୁ NASA କୁ ଗୋଟେ word ଭଳିଆ ୟୁଜ କରାହଉଛି। ସେମିତି ATM, ABI, borrowing. You there are many words in your language. ଇଂଲିଶ ହଉ କି ଯେକୌଣସି ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ହଉ କିଛି ଅଲଗା ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ରୁ ଆସିଛି। ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହୁଛୁ, ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହିଲେ ଆମର ଅନେକ ଶବ୍ଦ ଆସିଛି ସଂସ୍କୃତରୁ ଆସିଛି। ସେମିତି ଇଂଲିଶରେ ଅନେକ ଶବ୍ଦ ଆସିଛି ଫ୍ରେଞ୍ଚରୁ, ଇଟାଲୀରୁ, ଜର୍ମାନୀରୁ। କ୍ୟାଫେ ଯୋଉଟା ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦଉଥିଲି ତମକୁ, କ୍ୟାଫେ is actually a French word. Piano is actually Italian word, but used in English. Coinage is one important method of introducing new word to the language. Coinage ମାନେ ଯୋଉଠି ନୂଆ ଶବ୍ଦ କ୍ରିଏଟ ହଉଛି। Let's Google, let's ସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିବା ଜାଗାରେ ଆମେ let's Google କହୁଛନ୍ତି। ସପୋଜ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ବୁଝିପାରୁନ, ଗୁଗଲ ଇଟ୍, ତମକୁ ଟିଚର କହିଲେ ଯେ you Google it in the browser. That means Google is a word. Google is a name of a company, but you are using as a word, and it's a new word created in that language. So that is coinage. Duplication. When you duplicate the word by writing flip like that. Onomatopoeia. That is a. There are sometimes you create something. Someone banging the door. Someone making noise at the door. Bang, buzz, hiss. So to say the sound, to represent the sound, you use this word. These are the technique where the words are created. Word formation. This is the best technique is I was telling you to remember the new word. The best way to relate this to personal life. Suppose ତମେ ମନେ ରଖିପାରୁନ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷର ବୁକ୍ ସେଲ୍ଫ, ସନଫ୍ଲାୱାର, ଗ୍ରିଡି ତମକୁ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦଉଥିଲି, ତମେ ମନେ ରଖିପାରୁନ ତମେ ୟୁ ରିଲେଟେଡ୍ ଟୁ ଏ ରିଅଲ ଲାଇଫ ରିଆଲିଟି। ତମର ଘର ଭିତରେ କିଏ ଗ୍ରିଡି ଅଛନ୍ତି, କିଏ ତମର ରିଲେସନ କିଏ ଗ୍ରିଡି ଅଛନ୍ତି, ୟୁ ରିଲେଟ ହି ଇଜ ଏ ଗ୍ରିଡି ମ୍ୟାନ, ଦ୍ୟାଟ ପର୍ସନ ଇଜ ଏ ଗ୍ରିଡି ମ୍ୟାନ। ଆଉ ତମ ସାଙ୍ଗମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଗ୍ରିଡି। So whenever you want to use that word greedy, you remember that person and use that word. So that it is very easy to remember. Otherwise, greedy man ଲୋଭି ତମେ ଘୋଷି ଘୋଷିକି ଠକିଯିବ କିନ୍ତୁ ମନେ ରହିବନି। ତେଣୁ ତମର ସବୁବେଳେ ଯେକୌଣସି ଜିନିଷ ମନେ ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ ଗୋଟେ ରିଅଲ ଟାଇମ ସିନାରିଓକୁ ରିଲେଟ କରିବ। In this unit, we'll read synonyms, antonyms, what is synonyms, what is antonyms, what is the abbreviation. We'll read few things, how words are created through synonyms and antonyms. Another one or two class will finish this unit. So yesterday we discussed the syllabus, today mostly the word formation. Once this syllabus, this unit is complete, I'll provide the note. I'll provide the note and you will. Hello. The main This other is word forming, word formation, that is on your syllabus, vocabulary building, how you create vocabulary. So any language if you learn, ତ ପ୍ରଥମ କଥା ହଉଛି ଶବ୍ଦ। ତମେ ଯେକୌଣସି ତମେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଶିଖିଲ, ତମେ ଶବ୍ଦ ଶିଖିଲ, ତମେ ଗ୍ରାମାର ଶିଖିନ କି ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଶିଖିନ। ତେଣୁ ତମେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଜିନିଷ ନୂଆ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜକୁ ୟୁଜ କରିବ ମାନେ ନୂଆ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ କଥା କହିବ ମାନେ ନୂଆ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ଶିଖିବ ମାନେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଶବ୍ଦ, ସେ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ କୋଉ ଶବ୍ଦରେ କ'ଣ କୁହାଯାଏ, କେମିତି ତାର ୟୁସେଜ ଶିଖିବ। ଦେନ୍ in second one you will go through grammar, how you construct sentence, will learn all this writing skill. Will not much reading tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll read next chapter, next unit. Today will not read more. We'll stop the class here. Thank you.